Good evening, Kenton community. My name is Sabatino Samato. I'm your superintendent. This is your weekly connection update. Quick overview of the connection. In my section this week, of course, we focus on attendance. And then, of course, our upcoming budget vote that's just this Tuesday. Then we get into our safety tips for families. This week, we're focusing on poison ivy. Whew. Then we get into our weekly thing that we do with the updates of the great news coming from our schools. And then we finish off with our recognition this week. Let's get a little bit deeper into the connection. First, our attendance campaign, folks. This week we focus on really getting into the data. I'm sharing data on each of our schools. We have 3 winners this week. We have winners every week. This week it is Edison Elementary, Franklin Middle, and Kenmore Junior Senior High. They will be able to have that attendance cup all next week in their schools. But then, like I said, we get a little bit deeper into those attendance numbers. And really, folks, all of our parents at home, we're looking for that connection to help us make our attendance improve for the end of the year. We've made some strides. We still have a ways to go. Check out that section. Then we get into our budget vote, and that's this Tuesday from 7 to 9 p.m. This Tuesday, of course, is May 20th, right there at the Hoover Complex. When you come in off of Sheridan Drive, right to the right-hand side is where the voting takes place. And folks, we really look for your support in our budget for next year. Then we get into our safety tips for families. And if anybody's ever been in the woods before and maybe by mistake touched poison ivy, this really rings home for you. Staying away from poison ivy, the safety tips, I always go by that rule. Leaves of 3, leave them be. And really just check this out. Go over it with your kiddos and with your family. My wife and I both got poison ivy last year, and it was not fun. Then we get into our school and district highlights. Kenmore East to host outdoor craft fair and vendor show. Kenton named Best Community for Music Education for the 15th year in a row. Kenmore East and Kenmore West come together for a unified basketball game. Board members visit Kenmore West. Kenmore East hosts Spring Harvest Festival. Kenmore West Girls Leadership Academy wraps up another successful year. German language students travel to Germany through exchange program. Schools find creative ways to celebrate Mother's Day. Student artwork on display at Kenmore East Art Fair. Teacher's Desk provides donations for new teachers through the Kenton Mentor Program. And lastly, 2 Kenton students place at New York State Skills USA competition. And now we finish with our recognition. There's actually 2 this week, our speech pathologist and our human resources department. Speech pathologists every year all across the nation, schools and communities celebrate speech and language pathologists. Folks, their appreciation day falls on May 18th, and since this is this Sunday, we will actually recognize our speech language pathologists on Monday, May 19th. And the vital role that they play really helping all of our kiddos to make those gains. And our speech language pathologists, thank you for all of your hard work. Please say thank you to them next week in the schools. Our Human Resources Department, our Human Resources led by Assistant Superintendent Jeff Richards, really just does a great job in and out. They are our people behind the scenes. You know, we talk about it for the kids in theater, all the stage crew. Human Resources is absolutely the stage crew department here at Central Office, just doing so much work behind the scenes to help our district run on the day-to-day. Excellent job. Next week, anything that you could do to say thank you to our Human Resources Department for all that behind the scenes work. And that brings us to the end of the connection this week. Folks, we do have a short week next week. We do not have school on Friday. We will be sending out our connection on Thursday. Remember, Memorial Day is that following Monday, so we have Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday off together as families. And it's really time to really kick it into our final gear. Folks, 4 days this upcoming week, not too many days after that. Before you know it, we're at the end of the school year. Let's finish strongly. Take a look at that attendance. Nothing matters more. Every day matters because together that makes us Kenton strong, Kenton proud, and will help us moving our Kenton kids forward. Thank you and have a wonderful, safe weekend.